Sheesh, that is a lot of stuff. How on earth do you afford all this? So that's all well and good, but what about the fish that I've just got? A Dutch style goldfish tank. Is that even a thing? This is all new to me, keeping the shrimp. He's growing, that's a boy for sure. Look at it. Look at the colours on it. But there is going to be a whole build coming up on this. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Right, I've just got back from Aquarium Gardens and also from the fish shop. I've got some fish here, or a fish here, to go into the Betta Sorority Aquarium. Let me just put that in first. Then I'm going to show you the absolute ton of hardscape. Plus, I bought a load of I've got 6 more tanks. Where are you going to put them? I'm going to show you. Sheesh, that is a lot of stuff, isn't it? Right, where to start? So we've got 4 60cm tanks. One of them is an ADA tank. I've never had an ADA tank before. And to be honest, the difference is actually very clear compared to generic tanks. When it might not show on camera, but just the clarity in the glass is like crystal. I mean, look at that side bit versus the side. It's the silicone work and stuff like that. You know, if you're fussy about those details, I mean, I'm not that worried, but it is very clear how good the ADA tank is there. Right, we've got more manzanita wood. The reason I wanted that manzanita wood you can see there is so I can replicate a small section of what we've got in there for the discus to be, you know, the breeding pair. Ton of different rocks, loads and loads of different substrates. I don't want to keep having the same sort of style on the bottom, so, or the, you know, the base of each aquarium, or what am I trying to say? The decorative sand. So yeah, we've got ADA Colorado, La Plata. I mean, I've tried to find alternatives that are cheaper and similar, but ADA really have nailed it with those colorations. This is the 𝗂𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝗀, which is also kind of like a sister company for ADA. Again, really good colours. And then we've got the 𝗂𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝗀, which is a cheaper option. And it does look really good and natural as well. I really like that. So we've got loads of different types. We've got the Unipack one as well. This is a nice cheaper variety. We've got Samoa, Fiji Fine and Malawi Fine. And we've got a massive big chunk of bogwood there. That's to be going in the Amazon tank. I needed one more central piece, so that is pretty cool. Tons of oh yeah, at the top, yeah, we've got 2 lights, ONF flat ones. We've got 2 flexi minis. We've got a load of this stuff you can use for sticking rocks together. Brine shrimp hatchery, ready for if we have any babies. Not all of this stuff was from Aquarium Gardens. Quite a lot of it has been arrived today from Mr. Amazon as well, so that's cool. We've got a load of tissue culture plants. I got fed up with buying small kits of air hose, so I just bought one massive reel. It's going to be more cost effective. And we've got some aqua soil as well from 𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, whatever. Right, so I know a ton of you are going to be asking me the question, how on earth do you afford all this? I get a lot of comments asking that. Now, quite simply, the answer is probably not what you want to hear. I've not got some sort of, I don't know, like backer somewhere just pumping floods of cash. I suppose I have in a way. You guys are the reason I can afford all this. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, watching the channel. Every single view contributes. And you know, over the past year, the channel's really taken off, and as a result, I'm able to invest a lot more money back into the channel. So I invest pretty much everything, and anything I don't invest back in the channel, I'm putting aside at the moment for bigger projects coming down the line. That's why I'm able to keep upgrading all the time and go from that small shed to the bigger studio, and now to 2 office studios as well. I mean, you should just wait for the next one. It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, I try to be smart with all my money. I don't buy flash things. I don't buy anything really other than stuff for the channel. So once again, thank you guys for supporting us. We've got so much more stuff to come. It's going to be big, huge plans. Oh, I cannot wait. And then, you know, combine that with the fact that companies like 𝗃𝘃𝗀𝗀𝗀, Aquarium Gardens, they sponsor me and give me free stuff or stuff at a reduced rate. You know, it really all helps. I build a lot of things myself as well, and I look for cheap deals on Amazon, and I try to bring those to you guys. Quite often in the first comment or the description, you'll see links to like stuff I use regularly that I found that's quite cheap and cost effective. I'm not one for buying big brands unless there's a very good reason to. If you can get a cheaper alternative that works just as well, then I will do that. Again, that's why I don't plaster the channel with different brand names, because like I just want to be true to you guys. My job is to not only bring entertainment to you guys, but also good products as well. So that's all well and good, but what about the fish that I've just got? Let's go take a look. Click subscribe. Okay, so this is the Betta Fish Aquarium. Many of you know it now. It's a sorority, so it's actually females. Getting on absolutely great, but let me turn that light back off. Hang on. Yeah, sorry, so you can see we've got a ton of diatoms. They're really kicking in at the moment. I've actually raised the light now right to the top, so there's a massive gap between it, but it's that new tank. It's going to be doing it. So I've got the Siamese algae you can see in there, just to give me a little bit of a helping hand with cleaning it all up. You can see it's on the pearlweed there. You can just see, I shouldn't have worn a blue shirt, should I? Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, look, on the mosses and that. The good thing about this stuff is it does brush off really easy, but also it'll be a nice little tasty meal for the Siamese algae eater. I absolutely love these fish. A tank this size, which is 210 litres, because it's a 60 centimetre cube, so a 2 foot cube, you only need one. One will do an absolutely fantastic job. I've got one in my tank at home that's much bigger than this, and it still does an amazing job. I've got one in this tank here. Again, the tank looks fantastic. And I've got 3 in this tank here, the Asian fish aquarium. I don't actually need 3, could probably get away with 2 in this big tank, but 3 works really well. And then of course over on the Discus aquarium there's 3 in there as well. They're doing a pretty good job. They're kind of fighting a losing battle because discus need to be fed so heavy. It's quite difficult sometimes keeping levels down. I've reduced the lighting period like you guys have suggested, so I've knocked off 3 hours of the 12 hours I was doing, so we'll go from there. Maybe adjust further, maybe not. We'll just see how it goes. Right, here's what we've got: sands, gravels, aqua soil, and a little bit of hardscape there. That's the one that I want to use for the discus tank, the breeding one. Equipment over here, so we've got the two flat ones and the Flexi Mini, the equipment stuff. All the tanks over there in this space at the moment, but very shortly in December, I'm bringing over the next 4 foot aquarium, which is going there. That's going to be the Amazon tank. That's going to be a series, that one, guys, because we've got big plans, so it's going to take a long time. I'm going to take my time. It's going to be awesome. And then now I'm going to reveal to you, this tank here is going to be a Dutch style planted, well, obviously if it's Dutch style, a goldfish tank. So I'm going to try and do the Dutch style. No doubt they will eat some of the plants we put in, but that's the test. What will they eat? What won't they eat? Put it in, find out. It'll be a learning curve. I don't think it's been done before, so let's give it a go. And you know what, you guys know me by now. I don't like to just stick to like the normal rules. I like to push boundaries and just see what we can do. A Dutch style goldfish tank. Is that even a thing? Goldfish eat plants. Well, there's only one way to find out, right? So in the shrimp tanks this morning, currently 0 deaths. Everything is going well, balanced, back to normal. Well, I'd say normal. Look at the shrimp, look. They're just going at it. They're tapping away. When I did come in, actually, they were all at the top on this floating plant that I've added, Amazon frog bit. Thanks for the suggestions for that. Yeah, they've been zooming left and right. You can see I've cleaned the front glass, but we've got a nice little build up of algae going on the sides. They're pecking away at that. So yeah, everything seems to be going really well with this aquarium, and I'm so happy for that, because a while there I was a little bit downhearted, thinking, oh, I'm rubbish. You know, sometimes we think that, but back on track. There's a good 20 shrimp still left, and I'm going to add to it as well just to build up that population again. And you know, that's the thing, guys, sometimes these bad things that happen and you'll kind of want to beat yourself up, but just let it go. As long as you learn from mistakes, that you're going to make them. It's inevitable. Again, this is all new to me, keeping the shrimp and multiple setups on a air pump system, you know, with the filters, the sponge filters. I've not had that before. You can't change everything around and expect the sponge filter just to be enough to cope with it, which was my issue. Basically, I didn't put back in enough beneficial bacteria when I rebuilt the tank, and that is what's caused the die-off. It's my fault. I have to take responsibility, but that's okay. I'm going to learn from it and move forward. And hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to get some nice little baby crystal red shrimp in that aquarium. All the other tanks though, there's no die-offs at all. No die-offs in the blue dream shrimp. They're doing really well, pecking around that area because that's where I was feeding. I've got a feeding bowl to put in all of these actually. Down the bottom here in the cherries, again, no die-offs in the cherries. Everything doing very well so far. And then over here on the tigers, again, I only had a couple of die-offs on the first day, and since then we've been absolutely brilliant. So hopefully that continues. Where are they? They're normally out there. There's one. And the killies. The killies are growing. Look at this one in the foreground. I need to manual focus it. There we go. He's growing. That's a boy for sure. Look at it. Look at the colours on it. So cool. Absolutely loving it. Turn around a bit. Swim. Perform for us. You must perform for the channel or you're cast. No, you won't be. You'll always be a member. Well, for as long as you're providing entertainment. Ghillies are cool. I definitely want to I definitely want to get their own scape, these guys, and that's coming soon. Basically, I was waiting for more sort of filters and tubing and all that sort of thing to arrive, because I've only actually got one filter running on this tank at the moment, but all of it's arrived, so I can set that up shortly, and we'll basically have cycled tanks for new fish. I want to get the fish in when I order them, and then I'll scape everything as we go. But the next one of these that needs to be scaped is going to be the Blue Dream one, so I've got a really cool plan for that one, because at the moment it's just a massive bush of pearlweed, which still does look pretty good, to be fair, from here, doesn't it? The whole lot. I love how sort of green it is. So behind me here is the brand new Amazon tank. You can see got a cool little thing going on with it, a really cool wooden stand. I normally do the black stands, don't I, but I wanted to go for something very different with this one, you know, wooden, foresty, Amazon rainforest, you know what I mean. But there is going to be a whole build coming up on this. The next video is the first video. It's going to be done as a series. It's a big tank. I've got loads planned. I don't want to cram it all in as quick as possible. I'm going to take my time with it and do it over a series of videos, and then at the end, in a few months time, when it's all looking it's absolutely perfect, we can do a full build video that features everything from start to finish. I think that's going to be a really good way of doing it. I've done it before with the Angelfish Aquarium Sea, and those videos have really taken off and done well and gone to wider audiences, which is really good for me and you, because at the end of the day it means we can make more stuff. But I've got some really good plans for this tank. I've got awesome wood that I've been collecting, I've got plants. The fish are going to be insane, because I'm going to do a massive Amazon community vibe. I don't want to stick to like a certain species. I just want action and different cool things going on all over the tank. So tons and tons to look forward to with that tank. And you'll all be pleased to know the floodlights are back. So these are just sort of floodlights that you'd stick on the side of your house to like light your driveway or something like that, but they work so well and they grow plants so well. I'll leave a link in the description, because yeah, they're such a good buy. They cost like £15 or $20 each, and yeah, they're absolutely brilliant for a big tank, 4-foot tank. Alright, they don't look the prettiest, but I don't think they look too bad either. Kind of got that industrial sort of look going on, don't you think? And that is it for this one, guys. So if you haven't already, click the like, click the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one. That is so much harder to say than you think.